For God for having brought trees from where he was up to Yumbe, and we pray for that. I'm going to say the Rotary grace for what we have received and what we are about to receive. May we be true, thankful, and ever mindful of the needs of the less privileged.
Amen. We'll go to the Royal Toast said by one of the youths.
I'm called Tamam Zamil, one of the RCC members. I'm going to say the loyal toast to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda.
To His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda. We'll go to the poetess, to be said by Kelly.
My name is called Ahmad Khalil. I'm going to say the four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. Firstly, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Thirdly, will it build goodwill and better friendship? Fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next, we'll have the object of Rotary to be said by Maka Juma. One of the
RFC members, I'm going to say the object of Rotary. Here it goes. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as a basis of worthy enterprise, and in particular to encourage and foster: 1, the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service; 2, high ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society; 3rd, the application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personnel, business, and community life; 4th, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was all about the order of fellowship. We will take our seats. Thank you so much once again. I would like to thank all the Rotarians online and Rotarians in the August House for joining us in today's meeting. We're very grateful. We're very grateful for all the Rotarians and the Rotarians in the house and the Rotarians online for always being with us, and also not forgetting the partners who have been partnering with us. Like we have Chris Rosales with us, we have Helen, we have Melisha, we have Jennifer, we also have Gloria, who has been supportive to us. And we thank people so much, and you're most welcome for today's meeting. As we proceed with the meeting, we're going to start with the updates for today's meeting. In the updates, I think we received Chris warmly, and Chris was received warmly with the members, with the VSLA group members. All the group members stand around to receive Chris, and we received Chris like a king. So I think was very happy, and the women are very happy to be with Chris. Since Chris came, Chris is not lonely. I think he's feeling at home. He's also at home. So Chris, you're most welcome. We received Chris on 30th of January. The long-awaited day came lastly on Monday. So all the women were very happy. He was received from the bus by all the women lulating and dancing, I think, in the videos I also sent. So all the people were very happy. The women were very happy. We told them to go home. They said they could not make it home. They want to see Chris personally arriving. They waited until up to 7:30. Then lastly, Chris came. All the women were at the roadside waiting to see when Chris is arriving, singing, dancing, and so on. So that was the update from Chris's arrival. Chris, I think, never came alone. Chris brought for us 60 filters, which filters are going to be given to the villages to support the villages, which we are going to work on. I think the 60 filters will help a lot together with some of the filters we have in the room. We shall add that, and then to the new villages which we are going to work on. Villages like Tiju, villages like Machangana, I think they are going to receive also. We shall also add some, I think, to Ramanda. If the Ramanda is not enough, they will also guide me. I think we shall also distribute the filters on that way. Then next is, like since Chris is with us, we shall plan a lot, like especially the projects. He's coming, he will help us to plan better, especially on the project of MPI, and also the other projects, like the projects in Machangana, projects of Ramanda, which also needs to be hoped. So Chris's being here is fruitful and is, I think, grateful to the community, and the community are going to be very happy for that. We shall plan a lot. Then next we have the engineer will also update us on the Mususu well. Since we have some of the materials in Yumbe, some are not in Yumbe. So I think we shall also need update from the engineer where we can get the materials from. Either we plan, he comes up with the materials. And we also had a meeting with other groups yesterday. All the VSLA groups stand around. We had a fruitful meeting, and most of the women were so happy to get to hear from Chris, because some of them have been seeing Chris on maybe on Zoom meetings, but now they are very happy to see Chris physically, not virtual. So they are grateful for that. And most of the women kept on coming. Still up to this morning, they still want to see whether is this really Chris. And some kept on calling me, has Chris come? I've been waiting for Chris. Is Chris around? And I told them Chris has come. Chris is with us. Any woman should feel free, come and say hi to Chris, and also to come and be with Chris. Nextly, the MPI fund, we will plan to support. I think for the MPI fund, Malaria Partners International Fund, we shall plan to support 8 villages. 8 villages on average. In average, the population of 8 villages in 8 villages, an average population of our villages is about 600 in population. So I think with Chris, we shall plan a lot. We shall do a lot when Chris is with us here. Then after my update, we are not alone. We have a youth representative from the district. A youth representative from the district will give us update. After us getting update from the youth representative from the district, he will also introduce himself to us. He's not Mahad. Mahad has sent his representative to come and represent him. He'll give us an update. Then after his update, we also get update from Melisha. I think before Melisha gives an update, Chris will update us. After Chris's update, we shall get update from Melisha. Then after Melisha's update, we shall now invite reactions and questions from the Rotarians on the Zoom and also Rotarians in the house. So with a few words, I beg to stop here. And I take this chance to officially welcome the youth representative from the district to introduce himself to the August House and on the next. You're most welcome.
Thank you.
Good evening, honorable members. My name is called Fadil Mande Walbon, Secretary for Student Affairs in the District Youth Council. I was late informed this morning by our district youth chair that he has a program to attend with you here at this very material time, but he's taken up for duties, so I had to assign me to perform this task. That's why today I am here today with you at this very time, and I'm so grateful that we are going to share with you a lot.
Thank you. You're most welcome.
Thank you.
I think you also now take the lead and give us updates from from the district, and after that we can now. You cannot sit, I think. Sit and-
Sorry. Uh, as the district chief council, it's okay now. As the district chief council, we are trying all our best to see that we need to see that our youth are transformed in every societies where they came from. And youths are not only the youths that we meet in the streets, we're also targeting our fellow youths who are also ladies. And our target is now is therefore to see that we transform our youth so that the community we come from is transformed, and so that we achieve our vision of 2030 to see that our country achieved its target, or the target of income middle status. We are trying to look through other partners to see that groups like this are fully supported. I remember hearing out in last year's Women International Day, the president I quoted him saying that when women are fully empowered, that therefore means they have the power to develop the country. So I would think that if we try our best level to see that women are transformed, we would realize that our country would develop at a faster rate than before. Just of recently, we have been for monitoring. We had to monitor youth livelihood project groups. We had to monitor some few groups about CDD, and equally we monitored some groups of web, that is human entrepreneurship. But all in all, we realized that the success always is with our women. We have found that the youths have not been using the money that has been sent to them or that have been given to them to our expectations. But we are very happy that we found out that our women have been using this money productively, meaningfully in ensuring their development. Our target only therefore is not the work alone from them. We want to find many other initiatives to see that they are supported, to see that groups like Rotary are supported, so that our fellow youths realize the potential of such groups. I would be very happy to see in the nearby future that we also have our fellow sisters, so that they get trained and they become self-reliant in their futures. We are going to do more things. We are going to go for sensitizations, and many other programs are still going to be there available for women. But we want to see organized people like such a group like this, so that we support them financially or in other ways, so that they progress well. And I would also put one thing concerning the schools. Very soon, on the 6th of this month, schools are open, and the dropout rate is on increase. Our girls, our young boys, like of my age, are dropping out from schools. We are going to move through, we are going to have soon dialogues, area guides in these schools. And we're not going to do this alone as the district chief council. In partnership and in collaboration with some organizations like IKEA, IRC, we are going to see that groups like this are involved in part of the career guide, so that the ladies or the fellow girls in the schools see that they are part of the
see that their fellow are like this, they are at a certain level. So they will feel that, I can also make it to the level where I think I can be. If really so and so comes from within here and is now someone, you'll find these people will have the target and really they will set their target, they will make it possible. So we are only trying to wait the school to open, and we are going to try this with the involvement of groups like Rotary Yumbe. So we'll be happy that you'll be part of us in such an activity to do. The Yumbe we want to see tomorrow is a different Yumbe. And the group we want to see like this tomorrow will be the different group. With all the hard work and the zeal we have, I hope together you can make it, and we're not going to leave such a group to be unsupported. We're going to try all what we can through the district youth council. We are going to try to see that we also have ordinance to send to the Yumbe District Local Government Council to see that such a groups are fully supported so that they develop and transform our communities economically, socially, in all other aspects. With all these few, I feel to stop here. My name is Remain Fadil Mande. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think that was from Fadil, the youth representative from the district. Thank you so much for whatever has come out from you. Next, then we shall go, Chris will give us an update. After Chris, we shall request Melisha also to give us an update. Thank you so much. Chris, you're most welcome.
Thank you, President Rukia. It is an honor to be with you all, to show everyone who is all. So what has happened? One thing, we all knew that a young girl was raped and set on fire, about a week or two ago. And the latest we have heard is she died Monday. And we are very sad about that. We know with the youth that there is similar to other places, a major challenge with unemployment. And with the youth sitting idle, they unfortunately occasionally do violent things. And so we, as a Rotary Club, as organizations, we're trying to understand how we might deal with this very major crisis. As to the well training program sponsored by Smart Centers, we have found that the pipes are not available here in Yumbe, and so we have asked for Rotarians in Arua and Rotarians in Lira and possibly Rotarians in Kampala to identify where we can get the pipes. Gloria, could you help us? I have conflicting messages. On the one hand, Moses says that they are available in Arua, but it appeared from your message that they are not available in Arua. Do you know if they are available in Arua or not?
Oh, okay, I did send an email to Engineer Tio, he's a member of our club, and he's the district water engineer. I also sent a message to a hardware shop owner, an Asian in Arua called Patel, and then we sent another information through the pump mechanics we've worked with at the River Water Sanitation Project. So the pump mechanic says that the pipes are in Arua, but I don't think he has gone to the shops. He just says they are there. But it was President Moses who got in touch with that pump mechanic. And when I got in touch with an Asian who has a hardware shop in Arua, he says that the pipes are not available in Arua. He is trying to get them from Kampala. But I haven't got a feedback from Engineer Tio. So I was just saying that let's be conscious, because he may think it is ordinary pipes and maybe he has not seen the specifications. Because Moses told me they met when the pump mechanic is called Herbert. He said they met when they were already going out to the field. So it's very possible that he has not seen the detailed specifications of what is needed of those pipes. That's why I'm saying let's take it with caution, because the Indian has the specifications and he told me it is not available in Arua, but available in Kampala. So that's why I said let's treat it with caution, but we can cross-check again. If someone goes to the various shops and physically identifies that the pipes are there. If they are not there, then we'll have to buy from Kampala, or we ask that Asian Patel, who is in Arua, to order from Kampala. He transports it, and then we buy it from his shop in Arua to avoid the cost of hauling the pipes from Kampala to Yumbe.
Thank you. And I did not see you, President Moses. Can you speak? Do you know additional things?
Okay, thank you so much, you and also Gloria, for the feedback. And I think what we can do tomorrow is also like to give feedback and request that guy to go physical and find out whether the pipes are there. We just ask him to make a quotation if he's there. If he's not there, then we, as Gloria said, we just order it from Kampala. So I think that one, tomorrow I can talk to him and say, these are the list of the pipes which are needed. Let him find it physically. If it's not there, as Gloria said, we can just maybe follow it up and find in Kampala. It's just good to follow up with the pipe, as you already stated here. That's my feedback about it. As Gloria said, I met him. He looked through them. That's the feedback he gave me, and I also told you people. Yeah, it's good to find it physically. Yeah.
Thank you, President Moses.
Yes, yes.
So,
then, like for the other Bantu girl, I followed her up to the time of her passing away here, and I think, Chris, you have given up the details. We are even following it up with the surgeon who was meeting her up to the time of her passing away. So that's the information. I listened to your last Saturday presentations. I heard what the youth here was presenting about the youth, and it's really pathetic. It's not only in Arua, in Yumbe, it also happens the same here in Arua. Maybe the strategies which you Rotarians may need to intervene and see how to help the youth might be coming up with time. But that's the feedback which I just want to tell the members on call. Thank you so much.
thank you, President Moses. So the trainer is supposed to arrive from Malawi on the 5th of February, Sunday, and we are trying to arrange to help him. The trainer's name is Brighton Kaniki. We're trying to help him arrive as quickly as possible in Yumbe, and he can help us in directing any additional decisions we need to make. The actual training will start the 12th of February, and we will have from Yumbe, I believe, at least 2 traditional well builders, or possibly 1 traditional well builder and a youth aspirant for it. We will have the metal workers in Yumbe if we can get a metal worker also from Arua and also from Lima, so they all know the process to make the drill bit, that will be best. Arua will send 2 traditional well builders, well diggers. Lyra will send 2, and maybe Kampala will send 2 traditional well builders for the training. Also, there will be a participant, the manager of this type of program from South Sudan, where many of these Rotarians here in the room went as refugees during the many years of war here in Yumbe. Is that not correct?
Correct.
Yes, so the participant from South Sudan will come by road in a hired car for the training. So that is one thing. We are following up the we're preparing for the training, then we're following up the Ramadan project, in which we are doing everything in our program to eliminate diarrhea and to eliminate malaria and to make sure that the activities are sustainable. Then we also have received funding for the project in Machangana, which includes everything for the elimination of malaria, everything for the elimination of diarrhea, and an additional microloan group in Machangana if they can find the VSLA group. But this is the community that President Rukia is from, and we are sure that she and Otu Zaitun, who did the work for reporting for Machangana, we're sure that they will be able to both lead the project and find another VSLA group. Is that correct, President Rukia? Thank you. So then we have a slight challenge. We would like to do the TG community, which is far away, and it is the community that another Rotarian, Nafish, who is the head of the Ashanti group, it is her community, and she will lead that program in that community. And our challenge is we don't have quite enough funds to do all of the wells, and we don't have funds to do latrines. So we're a few $1,000s short, and we will have to find out how to stretch the money, or to, if any clubs contribute any additional money, it would be fabulous. So I will, what else? Then we have a training center, which will be a training center for women, a training center for youth, and a training center for the smart centers, much less expensive well building program. And we think we have some opportunities and some lands for that, but we will talk with the head of the organization that is investing in the leadership and the training, a partner called Good Foundations International. We will talk with Jennifer and her partner, Michael, who are now in Rwanda. We will talk with them tomorrow at 6 p.m. by Zoom. So that is all of that. And I know Melissa is waiting to report, but if I might let Nafish, who's going to head the program in TG, say a little bit about the situation in TG and why we want to improve it.
Thank you very much. I would like to appreciate the program of Msushwell. My name called me Nafsi Zulaika, a chairperson of Wasanti Women Savings Group. I'm the one leading the project of Tizi Village. The stress on which those women from Tizi Village, they are going there, it's not even fine. The water those ladies they are drinking together with the domestic animals. It is in a valley. We don't have even a borehole in that community. And the community from this village, they even don't have the toilet latrines. We have 186 households with no pitch latrines. Most of these communities, they're also defecating in the bush. Children affected by malaria and diarrhea. The distance of the hospital is even a bit far. To rescue the life of a small kid with malaria, you can even lose your child at the roadside. As by now I'm talking with this dry season, these women, they are sleeping in the stream there. They are not sleeping in their own personal rooms because of the challenge of the water. If you sleep inside, you cannot get water tomorrow for your children. So the stress on those ladies are going via. It's really a bit very, very hard. So we are requesting the organization to give us a support for giving those ladies, to support them with the program of them Suswell, to support them with the program of malaria plan, to stop the diarrhea and the malaria from the community. I hope Helen and Melissa, the people, all we have heard my voice. That's my request. I will just try to light few on what I've seen on the ground. This last week, we have lost a mother with 8 children, which has been bited by a snake, moving at night to fetch water. So it's not fine. We look such kind of the community to be supported. Thanks.
Thank you, Nafis. Now I return the program to the president.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Chris for at least updating us on what's on the ground and what's going to happen. Chris, thank you so much for what has come out from you. I think it's so grateful and innovative to most of the Rotarians online and Rotarians in the August House. So with that, I would like to take this time to officially welcome Melisha to give us updates. Thank you so much. Melisha, you're most welcome.
Well, thank you. I want you to know how happy I am to be able to come to your meetings. Today hearing, yes, hello. Today hearing about young people and the work that you're doing makes me very sad, but also so very happy for what you're able to do. What I'd like to report on today is the situation with paying your dues to Rotary International. And what I want to do is to remind us all that we are all, if you see behind me, we are all under the same sun all over the world. That's what Rotary International is all about. Yes, yes. So with that, this picture behind me is from Switzerland. And Switzerland is a small country. Can you see it okay? Yeah. Can you see? The Switzerland is a, yes. Okay. Switzerland is a small country in Europe. And that is where the accounting office is, where Uganda pays the dues for your membership. So last year, the Rotary Club of Topeka in Kansas was able to pay the dues for your members. This year, I fully believe by the end of this week, the Rotary Club of Topeka will be able to pay the dues for each and every one of your 24 members. So that is my hope. Yes. But what I want to tell you is part of the concern with getting it done this year was a change of staff in Switzerland. So to give you another example of Rotary and the four-way test, I'm going to show you in the photo behind me is the person that was in the Rotary accounting office, and now she has moved on. But yesterday, she sends me her greetings and a toast to you all of like the four-way test says, in friendship, what's the third one? Build goodwill and friendship all over the world. So here she is.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Yes, yes. So thank you so much and continue your awesome work in support of humankind. Your service is amazing. Thank you.
Melissa, could you clarify, is that Rotary International dues or all of their dues? It's just our Rotary International dues, right?
International dues, as far as I know. Yes.
Yeah, so they still need to pay their district dues in
Yes.
Uganda. Okay, thanks.
Invoice
And
is
their
Rotary
passport.
International. Yes, sorry. Thank you, Helene.
Is that all?
It will be approximately $1,000
Yeah,
from our club to yours, to Rotary International.
okay.
And by the way, it's so fun to see Chris there.
Thank you so much, Melisha, for taking that opportunity for paying the dues for the Rotarians. I would like to thank you so much. And the amazing words you put on, and seeing you put smiles on the faces of the Rotarians in the August house. All the Rotarians are very happy. And most of them pray that you have a long, may the Almighty prolong your lives for so long, for being so supportive, for supporting a community that had no words and had even no words to put on. So I'm really grateful for your support. I'm grateful for the support for all the donors who have really put their minds that Yumbe has to be something different. Yumbe has to be a place to change everything, just like you heard from the youths. I think the youths also has to change their behaviors. We really invite more youths to join us so that they can change their attitudes out there. Yumbe should have a decent name, because everything which goes up to Yumbe concerning Yumbe is not okay. To me, it's not okay. We feel that if we at least have some projects for the youth, which can keep them very busy, which cannot make them to do all the evil things, I think that will be so great. Especially the project for the center, smart center. Once it's there, I think there are going to be so many activities in it, and the youths are going to be involved. We shall have youth representatives to present the youth activities. We are going to have so many activities in the center, and I think it is going to be a center whereby all the people will send their kids to. We shall also need to involve to make sure that the drop-up girls from school gets to the center, whereby they can learn making of sanitary pads, making of shops, so that they can earn more living, and they cannot think about tomorrow, so that they can think that tomorrow they're seeing has to be a different tomorrow. That's all from me, and I would like to thank all the partners, all the Rotarians on the August House, Rotarians on the net, and our mother club, Arua, has really done a great job for the Rotarians in Yumbe. I would like to also thank them so much for the wonderful words, for the wonderful encouragement they've given us. If it was not because of the mother club, we would not be like this. So I would like to take this time to thank the mother club and the partners who have done a great role to Yumbe. And also without wasting time, I also have one of the youth representatives who has just joined us. You said your name was?
Jamal Moses.
I think Jamal Moses has just joined us. I would like him to at least say a word to the members and also Rotarians. He came from the district and he's with us. Let him say a word, Ira.
Okay, thank you. As Madam you have said, I'm called Jamal Moses. I am the General Secretary of the Youth Council. We have been working with the youth since 2021 up to now. We are really working with the youth, but only that we have a lot of challenges as youth and the youth leaders. Like as youth leaders, we may be hoping to carry out some activities, lobbying to partners to improve on the livelihood of the youth, to avoid all the evils, but we also realize most of the NGOs, they don't work with the youth. Although few do, which is still not enough. Me, as Madam have said, that if this organization will also work with the youth, and then it will be of a great importance to us. The insecurity which is taking place currently now, a high rate of theft and the death of the youth due to their evil activities may also decline. So we have a lot that we need to do concerning the youth. So we shall be grateful if we really intervene in our activities so that we improve the lives of the youth in the district. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. With that, I think we come to the reactions and the questions from the youth, from the Rotarians from online and the Rotarians in the guest house. So reactions and the questions are most welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much. Mine is not a reaction. It is any information. Tell the house and the Rotarians outside there. The Rotary Club of Yumbe is well known. The magazine, which came on November, has given 2 pages to cover Rotary Club in Yumbe. Our president, the other directors, the activities we do here in the Rotary Club, they gave us 2 pages to cover what is taking place, which means that Yumbe is well recognized in the world of Rotary Club. Thank you.
I think it's 48 and 49.
Yeah, this one's here. It's for everybody, not only for those people on the line. And I think that it is back from everybody.
Thank you so much for that update, Edemani, correct? Helen, you're most welcome.
Yes. Yeah, I'm jealous that I'm not there. It is nice to see Chris in Yumbe.
Really sorry.
I'm sending a warm hug to all of you. But yeah, I'm glad that we shared that picture from the Rotarian magazine. I feel like Rotary needs to really pay attention to what you all are doing in Yumbe, because if Rotary really wants to help people in remote settings, they need to encourage Rotary clubs like the Arua Club, which supports your club. They need to encourage established clubs in other countries to help set up satellite clubs or smaller clubs in rural areas. I think you're a very shining example of why that is so important. And I'm busy here at home trying to get money. I have a call with our major funder in 2 days. So say your prayers, cross your fingers, and all that stuff. So keep up the good work, and look forward to talking to some of you this week.
Okay, thank you.
So Helene, would you tell us, are you a registered 501c3 yet?
No, it usually takes up to 6 months, but they told me that it might be another month. So that is on my list to call today or tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I would like to know something about the issue of additional fund for especially women groups who are under TCP Global. I think the right answer I will get from Helen you. Yesterday, we have sit for the meeting with those of Chris at the Rotarian office here. We discussed about something about that additional fund, which is supposed to be added for the VSLA women groups. Around the figure is supposed to be around like 5 million, either 10 million, supposed to be given for these ladies. And we try to get some idea that that money, additional fund is supposed to be get through the bank. And all these ladies, they are complaining of that issue of the bank. I wanted to know from your side, will that money from the bank, the process are going to be like this, like the same way of TCP Global? Either we shall follow that rules and regulations of bank.
Yeah, first of all, nobody has to get a loan from the bank, but TCP Global is only able to provide a certain amount of funds for people who are just starting off with their businesses and need small loans of, 5 million, or well, in dollars, it would be like $300 or $500. But once the business is bigger, we just don't have the resources to give large loans. So we're trying to figure out ways where you can safely get money from banks. I know that if you go in individually, the banks are not a good, they don't offer favorable terms. But I'm not sure what money you're talking about that's going into the banks. But one idea that I discussed with Chris was, if you can show the banks that all of your different savings groups have a certain amount of money deposited in their banks that can be like a guarantee on your loans, that might help you get favorable terms. But no one will force you to get their loans, but it'll keep you from growing if you can't find some other source that gives out larger loans than we do. I think talk to Chris also about the idea of you all combining together in your own kind of cooperative where you all put money in, kind of like you did with the VSLA, but it would be larger amounts, and then you could borrow from that. Because I hear you saying repeatedly that you need larger loans. So we're trying to figure out how we can help that happen.
Yeah, we are still needing more support from your side. Because
yeah, so hopefully if this donor that I'm talking to on Friday comes through, we can start sending money to VSLA groups again. The problem right now is we just don't have the money.
Thank you so much for that. Is there any Rotarians with any update or the action points? Does it mean job vocabulary?
For me, I just joined late. I just want to thank you for the great welcome for Chris and also the nice time you are having in Yumbe and the great job you people are doing. So I just want to thank you people for what you have been doing and also how current you are. I hope I'm audible. I thank you so much, the Rotarians for Yumbe. Thank you, Chris. We look forward to your fruitful stay here.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Moses.
Yeah.
I think with us, we already have Mahad, the youth chair. Most welcome, Mahad.
Thank you very much. I want to appreciate and thank the Rotarians online and in the August Assembly. Once again, by names, I'm called Azabo Mahad Kasim, the district youth chairman. They always say, better late than never. I have tried my best due to other issues that have been running up and down. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
Yes. I think basing on the issues that I raised the other time,
the issue at hand on the issues which I raised is basically on the issue of the young girl who was attempted to be burnt by the young boys due to influence of drugs. This girl died some 3 days back. That is the status of that girl as per my communication last time is concerned. And as Rotarians, we need to give some silence, 3 minutes to pray for her, to Almighty God to put her in the best place ever. Because some of us, we are just it's a matter of time. Order, can we have silence of prayers to our young girl who have left us? Thank you very much. Basically, our status as young people in the district has been shared last time by me as the district chair. Basing on this issues which are at hand on the matters concerning the young people, I will basically think that as Rotarians, online and the August Assembly, we need to move and motion to see that actually if we can have some affirmative action to see we have something done in the district of Yumbe to have these young people engaged so that we're able to link up with them. We know why they're doing some of these issues of substance abuse, basically on drug. It is the issue that has affected the district at large. And the issue of teenage pregnancy, as I presented the other time, over 9,226 young girls who are supposed to continue and come and support the district in developmental issues have gone out of the system of education simply because of factors that are beyond themselves, beyond control to themselves, where as leaders, as Rotarians, we need to look into to see that how best we can handle this challenge, which is affecting the young people or the young girls in the district. And when we look into the issue of negative mindset, where as a leader, I have been trying to carry out sensitizations, but because of resource constraints, we could not move to parishes. We could not move to villages. We normally base ourselves into sub-counties. As Rotarians, if we could move and have a kind of such engagement to see that we're able to reach out to these young people. The other aspect which I will also talk about is the issue of school dropout in the district. Most of the young people in the district, majority of them are out of school. And these, like when we look into the job standard right now, they put a specific qualification. And this majority, because Yumbe district has a population of 1 million, over 80% of this population, 78% of this population are the young people. Approximately to 700 people of the district are the young people. And these young people are not in the education system. They are dropping out of school. And most of them have dropped out of school. That's the ideal or reality on the ground. So when we don't have a strategic plan to see that we engage these people, that's why the issues of burning somebody alive appears to them normal because of abusing drugs, because they don't look into humanity, what you do to someone when it is done to you, how you can feel it. Therefore, I would really demand to the Rotarians for us to have some affirmative action again to see how we can, for us, we have been singing to us as leaders, we think skilling them will solve some of this because they will be engaged in other enterprises that they are skilled to. So when they are skilled, we think we'll be minimizing some of these issues. So as Rotarians, if we will also have some affirmative action in that line to see that these young people, we have some centers to skill them, we'll be able to minimize some of these issues. Like the issue of early marriage, through sensitizations, not necessarily as the youth leaders who want to see everybody get involved, like Rotarians will also take lead And they have been telling us that if sports are organized, the issues of teenage pregnancy will be minimized. Since they are not engaged day and night, and the activities that we see, like the TCP Global, the support they are giving, we always see in our community, it is the women, it is the young girls who maneuver through the women. Why don't we move specifically to the youth? We also get them on board, because now engaging them productively, since they have the energy, they can run here and there, engaging them productively, their meaningful engagement will be able to also promote development. And these are the people who are going to be parents. Now, if right now a child produces a child marries a child, and a child produces a child, who will guide who in their respective households? Who will guide who? Who will be a parent to who? So this is already a challenge. So when this is solved, we assume that our district will be having a right direction to see that some of these issues will be minimized. And when the families have right planning, right budgeting, right development, right education, which means the citizens will also be right. So when the family is not right, the citizens will not be right, the individuals will not be right. That is why they are not doing right things. So we always see most of the engagements, we always say it is best to have the leaders, the youth leaders in front. We have a slogan as youths, there's nothing for the youth without the youth. So when we see the youth are in front in advocating on their own issues, making decisions on the issues that affect them, they will come out with the best solutions than having a hypothesis designed by member of parliament in their hierarchy when we don't know how to do what they have designed. So when we're involved, we own these programs. We own the decisions we give, because we shall know that these are things we had said ourselves. That's why we always say, there's nothing for the youth without us. These were the few submissions that I felt today. We need to have a little bit of discussion, basically on the issues of young people. Because over 15 have so far died in a period of 9 days. So this is not the best trend. Over 9,226 who attended antenatal services in our facilities are victims of teenage pregnancy. Substance abuse is the order of the day. Where is the community going? It means the investments, the supports we are giving might not have future. The future prospects I'm seeing, it is narrowing instead of widening. With all these submissions, I beg to rest my case. I thank you so much, Rotarians Online and the August Assembly, for God and my country.
Excuse me, what is the girl's name who died?
She is called Saron, Diwaru Saron. Diwaru Saron. I have some of the videos, they're a little bit perturbing when you look at them. The way the body got burned, it's a little bit embarrassing. You can't think a normal person can do that.
Yeah. So could you share that name with Chris? And I was thinking as I listened to you that maybe that training center could be named in her name, and we could raise money for the training center so that we can engage the youth to prevent future instances like that. It's just an idea.
This is a great one. We shall be marvelous, and it's a fabulous decision. I wish we act according to the pronouncement, because the pronouncement is very interesting. So if you can act accordingly, it will be a great foundation for the young people in Yumbe district.
Thank you so much, Mahad, for presenting the youth, for giving us what the youths really want. I think with me, with Chris, and also Helen, and the members, the partners on the line, I think the idea Helen brought is seconded. I think we shall go by that. Once we have the center, we shall have our name on the center. as a Duaru Center. I think Duaru Saron. Yeah, I think that idea to me is also okay. An idea of involving the youths on sports, and also like the young girls being involved in once we open the center, we shall have training center for sanitary pads, training center for variety of things. So most of the girls, I think, will be included, whether from the village, wherever they are. We shall all really, we shall see to it that most of the youths get to the center. That's what I can put on. And I think with that, if there are some reactions, and what Mahad has just said is most welcome, and if there are no reactions, since we are now behind time, our meeting is supposed to be for 1 hour, it's already time for the final toast. If there are some reactions on Mahad's issue, is most welcome. And if there are no reactions, we go for the final toast. Okay, before we go for the final toast, I would like to thank the partners online. I would also like to thank the Rotarians online, and I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the youths who have really had their time to share with us the amazing words, and also really painful issues to share with, and also developmental issues we shared with Chris, Helen, and so on. I would like to take this time to thank them so much, and all the Rotarians in the August House, and so Rotarians online. I would like to thank you people for your time, for being with us today. And with all the words I've said, we are going for the final toast. It is going to be said by Nafsi Zulaika. So Nafsi, you're welcome for the final toast. Then we are standing up for the final toast.
Okay, I think I'm ready done with our Rotary meeting. I give you Rotary International.
Rotary World. Thank you. I think we can take our seats. That was all about the meeting.
Rotarian Chris, you're welcome.
Thank you, Prosi.
I joined later, I'd almost forgotten.
Really?
But you're most welcome. I last saw you in Houston, and now I'm seeing you in Yumbe.
Awadi po ambogo, Prosi.
Okay. We thank God for Johnny Mercies. You're most welcome.
Awadi po.
Are you visiting us in Arua as well?
Inshallah. Yeah.
Inshallah. Okay. We will wait for you in Arua.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you too. President Rukia, thank you so much.
You're most welcome, Prosi. Nice to see you.
For steering Yumbe. I'm sorry I've not visited in a long time, but I'm with you all the way. I advertise you whenever I get an opportunity. So thank you for the good work.
Thank you. We are very proud of you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay.
I can see Lillian online. Lily, hi.
Hello, President and members. Chris, you're most welcome. And our youth, thank you for joining us in this project. Hope for the best. Thank you very much, members. Hello. Assalamu alaikum. Wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, thank you.
Alaikum salam.
Okay, bye, Lilia. Nice to see you too. Bye, everyone. Take good care of yourselves.
You too.
Yeah, it was nice being with you.